guys are gonna stop. You guys have got to stop listening to these fake people giving you fake information. I mean, really, you guys are going being led down the primrose path for a reason. It's all deception. Okay? Listen, Carmelo Anthony, in no way, shape, or form, ever, you hear me? Ever was planning on leaving OKC. He's not gonna do the David West. He ain't gonna leave no $10 million on the table. Whatever the highest amount of money he can get, Carmelo Anthony is going to get it. Not everybody is thinking, I want to win an NBA title. LeBron James was talking about Carmelo Anthony when he made that statement. Melo could have been playing with LeBron. He didn't want to play with LeBron. He rather got his paper. He wasn't going to let his stats get blown, so he couldn't get no big deal. He signed a 6-year deal with them. He signed for the max. He was not going to take a 3-year deal with the option to leave. That meant, for those who didn't know, he got more money down the long-term path. See, LeBron took short money and took a pay cut to try to win a championship down in Miami. So him, Dwayne Wade, they made this plan and they talked to Carmelo about it, which to me was collusion when they had the whole banana boat scheme. Like, we all gonna get together on one team and then we gonna just run the league. And Carmelo was acting like he was with it. Then when the time for the deal came, he was like, I'm out. You ain't going with us? Nah. Y'all do y'all thing. So Wade took a 3-year deal right along with LeBron taking a 3-year deal when they were going to be out. So this plan was in play all when they hung out during the off season. Then they was on that banana boat. They came up with the way to make this deal a reality. Chris Paul wasn't in that type of situation where he could maneuver. He was trying to get traded and they was going to trade him to the Lakers. And when that couldn't happen, he ended up a Clipper because Miami at that time was already set and there was no way they could afford 4. They already had to pay Wade, and Wade was lucky to get an extension because during those first 2 years, Wade was hurt really bad to the point where they didn't know about re-signing Dwayne Wade. Will he ever be the same? And he had a monster year. He bounced back that year and really won MVP that season. But he got robbed and they gave it to LeBron. But he was really MVP that year. And when he bounced back and everybody thought Wade was done and he came back and soared to the top, you had to start looking at the rest of the list and saying, man, okay, now they can pull this off. So Bosh contract, he just happened to be a free agent. So they convinced Chris Bosh to take this pay cut to come on down to Miami. And Bosh got the lion's share of the money just so they can make it work. Melo wasn't willing to do that. He said, no, I'm going to take my full $100-some million and I'm going to take it right here in Denver. And I'm here, so I'm chilling. That's where it's at. I ain't finna move. I like where I'm at right now. I'm comfortable. Let me just stay here and ball and get my money. And that's how Melo been. He's been moving to the beat of his own drum. When he got the move to New York, he got his money and everything there in New York, and they had Carmelo at home, he was good. Once it was time to leave or time for a move, he ended up going to OKC. He agreed to the trade to OKC, and when he went there, I knew he's there for the remainder of his contract. He gets another lump sum, and that's this year coming up. Then he's open for another contract. Then you could talk to him about moving somewhere and trying to get some. But Carmelo Anthony is not about to leave no doggone $30 million on the table, 28 to be exact, He is not about to leave that on the table to go run after some ring. We'll do that next year. Do that with Melo next year. He ain't gonna do that now. He is not opting out no deal from OKC and finna leave $28 million because who would pay $28 million for Melo right now? No one. So you better get the money where it's at. Now next year you can get him for the low low. So after next season you can get Melo for the low cheap price or whatever he's going for, but Melo's finna get the bag and I ain't mad at him. Because in the end, all that championship stuff that people talking about, that's good for your own personal validation. But at the end of the day, it's gonna be how much money you got in the bank. We got people that won 3, 4 NBA championships and they broke. Will Purdue got 5 NBA championship rings. And right now he's basically struggling to try to be some doggone commentator on basketball. So that's where you end up. Nobody even know who he is. And he got 5 rings. So you got to really look at the situation here. Shoot, Stacey King got 3 NBA championships, and I got more money than him. So Melo understands what's important. LeBron don't have to worry about the bag. He got other ventures that's gonna get him the bag anyway. So Melo's like, look, I'm gonna secure as much money as the NBA is going to pay before my time is up. So I made the All-Star games, went to the Olympics 3 times, won gold, so I'm good. Like Melo is like, look, I've done it. I've been to the mountaintop. I didn't never play in the finals yet, but that still may be a chance. So we'll see how it all plays out. But you tell me what you think. And that's why I keep telling you, all these ESPN dudes, Carmelo is making a move to play with LeBron. He's gonna opt out. He's not happy with OKC. Man, he ain't going nowhere. Melo gonna stay right where he's at and get that bag. So it's your boy Carcino. I'm out.